Hello and welcome to episode 84 of the Low Back Pain Podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Grant Elliott with RehabFix online low back program. And today's topic is inflammation, your friend for lower back pain? Why you might want to be inflamed to recover from your lower back pain. This is a wild one. Hold on to your seats. Now, before we get into that, if you have not joined my private Facebook group, RehabFix Low Back Program, you need to. You are leaving money on the table if you are not a part of it, especially if you are listening to this and you have lower back pain and you're not a part of this group. Just by joining, we will immediately tag you in our free step-by-step sciatica guide, the very one that we take hundreds, now thousands of people around the world through to show them immediately how to reduce their pain, reduce their sciatica, and then show them, oh, this is what I need to do. This is how I need to continue. These are the variables that come into play for how to build your own plan to resolve your sciatica and get out of pain. Okay, you will immediately be tagged in that. Of course, we can work with you and guide you through that. That is your choice, how committed you are. But you have free guides, free access to me, additional mobility movements and tutorials and things like that on this page that I do not post anywhere else. You need to join my private Facebook group, RehabFix Low Back Program. Now, today's topic, inflammation. Inflammation. Why you might want to be inflamed. Now, let me define some things, okay? There's two different types of inflammation, and I want to make sure we're all talking about the same one today. One that is naturally mediated from your body, meaning your body self-imposed it. It created it itself. It's an immune response. It's a natural inflammatory response. And there's another type of inflammation that a lot of human beings are in who are eating poorly, poor lifestyle choices. They're eating a lot of grains, flours, and sugars, way more carbs than they should be, way more processed carbs, I should say. They're sleeping poorly, they're stressed, they're also maybe smoking and drinking alcohol or whatever. Okay, that's a sort of a chronic inflamed state from external sources, right? Like your lifestyle habits are affecting that. The other one, the one we're talking about today, is the naturally mediated one. I have other podcasts talking about the lifestyle one. I have other podcasts talking about how to make good dietary choices to reduce that and other things you can do to reduce your body's systemic chronic inflammation. I'm not talking about that today. I'm talking about the naturally mediated inflammation and how you don't want to make this your enemy. There's another podcast that I created, that I filmed, where I actually discuss the benefits of an inflamed disc. Yes, the benefits of an inflamed disc. If you go to my podcast and you search that, or you go to my YouTube channel, you search that, benefits of an inflamed disc, you're going to hear exactly why inflammation is a good thing for disc herniations. It is a good thing. It helps regress the disc. It helps remove the bad bacteria. It helps clean up the disc. It helps recover that area. Okay, so go listen to that. But today's discussion is a little bit different. It's more of a global, broad approach on lower back pain. Okay, and why you don't want to make this your enemy. So many people with back pain are prescribed anti-inflammatories, oral steroids, injectable steroids, and also just ice packs and other things like that to calm down inflammation. But it turns out you might not want to be doing that. Inflammation causes pain, and people want out of pain yesterday, and I understand that. But to a certain degree and to a certain extent, you could be negatively impacting your ultimate recovery by trying to temporarily get out of that pain by utilizing a Band-Aid approach, which we know is not effective for any situation. So listen to this, okay? There was a study. There was a study performed with around 100 individuals. They obviously divided it into two groups, right? 50-50. These are individuals with lower back pain that had persisted for quite some time, and they wanted to analyze how the inflammatory response is different in people who recover, who do not recover, and who are provided medications for this. The two medications that they were provided were diclofenac and dexamethasone, two very commonly prescribed anti-inflammatories for lower back pain. And what did they find? I'll read you the results right here, word for word. In those whose pain subsided over the next 3 months, so from starting the study, okay? And those who reduced their pain, the pain went away within the next 3 months, one type of inflammatory immune cell, the neutrophil, which is a white blood cell involved with immune response, inflammatory response, right? This showed higher levels of activity than those whose pain persisted. So what does this say? Let me say it again, okay? The individuals whose pain went away, they had more neutrophils. They had more white blood cells. They had more of an immune cell inflammatory response in their system than those whose pain lasted. Let me say it even simpler again. Those whose pain went away, they were more inflamed. Those whose pain lasted, they were less inflamed. The more inflamed their body was from a natural mediated immune response, the quicker they recovered than those who were blocking their body's natural response to things. Their pain lasted longer. Their pain persisted. It wasn't going away because they were blocking their body's natural pain response, the natural immune response, the natural inflammatory response that your body uses to recover from injury, right? Once again, we have the ability to block pain nowadays. And hey, we want to have pain now. I don't want to deal with inflammation. I'll just block it all so I don't feel it. But that's not the way your body was meant to recover. That's not how your body was meant to function. Your body was created with the most intricate, fascinating design possible. We are miracles. We are works of art. It is unfathomable how our body was designed. And the more we mess with that, the more adverse effects we see, especially with our recovery, pain, tissue, physiology, right? Especially in these categories. So the reason I wanted to bring this up is because many individuals are running to the ice, running to the anti-inflammatories, running to the pain medications, and pain medications in general delay wound healing. This is well known, okay? Icing delays wound healing. It's well known. All these other medications do. So you're prolonging the ultimate goal. You're prolonging the ultimate outcome. You're increasing your chances of developing chronic pain by doing something that you perceive to get you out of pain in that moment. It can prolong it. It can turn it chronic. Our body was made to be inflamed in these particular states. This natural mediated immune inflammatory response is something that your body was designed to go through. Now, I'm not saying if you just had a very serious injury and you're extremely inflamed and you're trying to stay off medications and you say, you know what, I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight unless I throw a pack of ice on whatever it is. And you just want to get through the night and just sleep that night. I get it. That's a unique circumstance. Okay. I get it. And then maybe the next few nights you're like, okay, I don't need it anymore. I'm going to wean off of it. Let my body do its thing. I get it. Okay. I'm not saying if you're on your deathbed, you're like, nope, I can't use ice. I can't use anti-inflammatories. No way. There's a circumstance for everything. I understand. The point that I'm making is if, unless you're in serious amounts of pain or unless you can't wait, okay, then try to do it yourself. Try to just let it be. Try to let the area be. Just try to let your low back be. Try to let be your other injuries. Just try to let them be the way that they were meant to be, and your recovery will be smoother and everything will go the way that it was meant to. You're not interrupting with the body's natural response. So we have definitive proof now that these kinds of anti-inflammatory medications for lower back pain cause persistent lower back pain. It's not really the right thing to do for your particular situation. So if you want to use it for those one-off circumstances, okay. But, try to abstain from it as much as you can and try to get off of it as quickly as possible. This is not something that should be prolonged. You should not be using ice every day for weeks. You should not be using anti-inflammatory every day for weeks. This is not good for your situation. One-off night to try to get some sleep, sure. But otherwise, your body was made to do its thing. Let it do its thing. Sure. Now, of course, you can speed up this process by having a proper professional to guide you through a rehab plan to recover quicker. The current context we're discussing is just natural progression of lower back pain without additional intervention. The only thing that's different is someone being on medications versus not on medications, and how we see improved prognosis, faster outcomes, faster relief for those who did not take these medications because their body was more inflamed and it made them heal faster. For other more serious situations, maybe when it's a disc herniation, you have sciatica going on. Well, we talk to people who have been dealing with this for months, years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 plus years. I talk to people who have been dealing with disc herniations and sciatica. All right. Obviously, this is not something where you just wait for it to go away and it'll go away. You just, I'm just going to get off my medications because that'll heal it. No, you need to address the root of the issue. You need a plan. You need a professional like us to guide you through that. So do that. I'm talking about an acute pain state. This podcast is directed towards an acute pain situation, not a chronic pain situation. Okay. You need something more serious than that. You need a serious approach. You need to take yourself serious. And if you're someone who's been dealing with lower back pain longer than you should, which is pretty much anything over a month or two, if you've been dealing with lower back pain for anything over a month or two, all right, you need to start doing something serious about it. The sooner you address it, the sooner you're going to get your life back, the quicker it will not become chronic pain. And the quicker you can get back to living a pain-free life, playing with your kids, lifting in the gym, running, doing whatever you want to do. Be able to sit in your car or sit at work without feeling like you're going to cry every 30 minutes. All right? And that's what we're here for. Individuals who are stuck in this situation, not finding help in their local surroundings. We work with clients all around the US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, India, Egypt, all over, guys. This is what we do. And if you are struggling with these problems and you're tired of not finding a solution, you're tired of being in pain, and you just want it to end, then reach out for help. Submit an application. Get in touch with us. Email me. Join my private Facebook group. We will get a hold of you. Okay, if you're serious, we're going to get a hold of you. We're going to make sure that we do what it takes to change your life. Okay? So take action, take that next step, do something about your situation, because the worst thing you can do is nothing for your situation. Whether you're in pain, whether you're an entrepreneur trying to grow their income, whether you're trying to grow a family or improve your relationships or whatever, the worst thing you can do is nothing. You have to do something. If you have pain, you have to do something. You can't just sit there and wait another 5 years to see if it'll go away. It's not gonna. Okay? You got to do something about your situation. Might as well do something serious with a team that cares about you, who's invested in you, and who obviously discusses the very types of things that you struggle with on a daily basis. So give us the opportunity so that you can get your life back. Once again, join our private Facebook group, RehabFix Low Back Program. If you are watching on YouTube, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you are listening on your favorite podcast platform, please leave a 5-star rating and review to help boost our podcast. It's a free way. It's a cost-free way for you to help support the podcast so we can grow and reach more people and change more lives. As always, move more, move in nature, move in the sun. Thank you so much for listening, and have a great day.